Welcome back to Kent Tonight, live on KMTV. A groundbreaking Kent project is helping build the confidence of disabled people thanks to music. Around 100 visitors regularly attend the Music Mann scheme, which has groups in Medway and Maidstone. Oliver Kemp has been to check it out.
Armed with shakers, triangles, glockenspiels and drums, a scheme is using the power of music to build the confidence of people with disabilities. The Music Mann project has Kent groups in Medway, Maidstone and Bexley, giving disabled people a platform to perform. The project is an opportunity for people of all ages with learning difficulties to create, play and socialise together. And as you can hear, it can get quite loud. Sarah Mann decided to start the Kent wing of the project after hearing about the success of Music Mann all over the country.
I can't imagine life without singing and playing, and you know, it brings a unity, a sense of team when you've got a joint project to work on. So it's about bringing people together to play something fun and enjoyable. Lots of parents have said, oh, my young person was a real loner, they didn't have any friends, I never thought they'd join something like this. But within just a few weeks, sometimes it's taken a little bit of time to get in through, over the threshold as it were, but within just a few weeks they've really gelled and bonded through music.
Alongside the weekly rehearsal sessions, the group get the chance to perform in the community, even travelling to London last year to play as part of the National Music Mann Project concert.
We played with a full orchestra, over 300 in a massed choir, and we were the stars of the show, so we were at the front and played some of the pieces that you will have heard this evening. To an audience of over 3,500.
Sian Ford took along her daughter Ellen after finding out about the sessions. Ellen has been diagnosed with autism, ADHD and developmental delay and needs the full-time care and attention of Sian.
It's built her confidence, and gradually over the time she started doing solos, which she never would have done before. And she's got very short-term memory, but very good memory for song lyrics and music. So it's a great way to access her ability.
Michael suffered with a brain injury and struggles with his short-term memory, but says being part of the project has meant so much to him.
It can build you up internally. It's really good for your self-esteem. Makes you feel worthwhile.
Despite bold ambitions to take the Music Mann performers to play on Broadway in New York, the focus of the project remains the happiness, well-being and confidence of its participants. Oliver Kemp for KMTV.
And to talk more about this, I'm delighted to say that Sarah Mann joins me now in the studio. Thank you very much for coming in to talk to us a little bit more about it. We saw in the piece a little bit about the project, but what's the reaction been like since you set it up?
It's been very positive, actually. We've had no negative feedback whatsoever. I mean, we started with just 12 members at our very first session, and very quickly we expanded. I think every week we had more and more people coming along, so very positive.
And in terms of the reaction that you've had from people at the class, what's their main sort of reaction to it? Are they super happy to kind of have a group to be able to come to kind of regularly?
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of them have made some really good friends. There's always lots of fun involved, and they just really enjoy spending time with each other and bounce ideas off one another, and we have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
Obviously, we mentioned you've got groups in Medway, Maidstone and Bexley as well, which isn't in Kent, but have you got plans to expand further in the county?
I mean, it would be great to expand into East Kent a little bit. We only started with 3 sessions, and we just this September expanded into Maidstone, so we're sort of gradually branching out. But prior to that I was working as well as a teacher, so now I've got a little bit more time on my hands. Who knows where it could end up.
And in terms of how people can get in touch if they want to get involved, what's the best way for them to kind of drop you a line?
The best way is to email the Music Mann Project Kent, Gmail, or we've got a Facebook page which you can message on, or a telephone number. So get in touch and join in.
And going back to when you set it up, what kind of prompted you to set this project up?
I've always, I studied music first of all and became a teacher and worked in a special needs school. So I've always loved working with people with learning disabilities, and I went along to see the original project, which started in Essex, and I was so inspired by what I saw that I just, I thought, oh, this would be great. Is there anything like this in Kent? And they said no, but we'd love to have something. So it kind of got me thinking, and just very shortly after that, one of my colleagues who was retiring wanted to come on board as well, and also got another teaching colleague as well involved, and we set up the project in Kent.
And is there something specifically about music that kind of gets lots of people involved and kind of working together?
Definitely. I mean, it's not much fun if you play music on your own. It's always great to play in a group, and as you would with an orchestra or a band. So it's all about giving opportunities to people with learning disabilities to have the same opportunities as mainstream musicians. So to play together, to come together, to perform on stage, and that's part of what we want to do.
And obviously you've set this up, but how rewarding do you feel it is to kind of see it all come alive?
It's great. I find it, you know, these guys face challenges every day, and part of what we want to do is to showcase what people with disabilities can do, and it's just so inspiring. They can teach us as much as we can teach them.
Well, fantastic project, and thank you very much for coming in to talk us a bit more about it. So thank you.